Hello and welcome, Reds. Thank you very much for tuning in our post-match reaction. What an absolute crazy game of football. Get in! Come on, Alisson, lads. Get in. What? And there's no way better. I don't think someone out there has made, if anyone out there has put a bet on Alex to score a last-minute winner or crazy stuff, let me know your thoughts on the game. It was one of those games, wasn't the best performance. We all knew the performance in which we would get from both sets of sides. West Brom really didn't have nothing to play for, but Sam Allardyce, he loves to frustrate Liverpool, but the way in which that game finished, I don't think he could have asked Houdini. I don't think he even would have known anyway. But Helen, hey Jack, Mitchell literally cried. If that's not a sign from the gods, I don't know what is. That's for his dad. Absolutely spot on, Mitchell. Calvin, Jack, hi Jack, evening. What a header, late winner for Liverpool. What a header, mate. And I think Cristiano Ronaldo would be proud of that header. So yeah, everyone would be waxing lyrical if Ronaldo scored that, mate. But get in, what a goal, Calvin. Only Liverpool. This club is special and it kills every other club. Spot on. Oh, it's just me there. Get in, Calvin. Right, I've got two very special guests. Connor, I've nabbed him before. He's just going to go berserk on his post-match reaction show. And I've got the legendary Mickey from Planet LFC. Lads, we've got to get straight into it about that header. Phenomenal, Connor. It's words can't really describe what me, you, every red round the world, even Ali probably was like, fucking hell, it's good. Connor, just trying to describe your feelings as a fan, mate.
Lad, like, I don't think I've screamed so high, I think, about a goal in a very long time. And Jesus Christ, I need a new heart after, that. But yeah, absolutely fantastic header from Ali. Who needs a new goal? Who needs a new number 9? We don't. Just sign Alisson Becker up front. Sign a new goalkeeper for next season. But
goals in the last couple of weeks, though, Manny.
Well, but no, lad, that goal was so special. And look, like someone said, if that's a grace from gods, and Liverpool getting top 4 this season, I don't think anything else will get it as near as that. That I think will put the boys more confidence now going into Burnley in the week, and top 4. It looks on, even though we have not deserved it this year. Yeah. It looks on now.
That was crazy, wasn't it, Mickey? And obviously, shared emotion. Everyone connected with Liverpool, as the lads have mentioned, and lads and ladies in comments already. The emotion of Liverpool Football Club, the emotion what has happened with Alisson, obviously off the pitch, with his father passing, and I think every single one of us. You don't even have to be a Liverpool fan. I think you're just a real human being. That meant I know you before we come on, Mickey. You said you were crying. I think a lot of people were as well. Just how much it correlates to a lot of people. That have sadly lost loved ones over the last couple of years or in their lifetime, mate. But it was a massive goal, not just for Liverpool, but a massive goal for Ali, wasn't it, Mickey?
It's the most emotional goal I can ever say Liverpool have ever scored. Honestly, it's making me think that my dad's there watching us from wherever he is. This is for everyone that's lost people in this last year as well. It's been a crap year with coronavirus. It's been a crap year for Liverpool fans, let's be honest. Yeah, but that has wiped it all clean for me. And honestly, he's had some right criticism this year from the press, not from Liverpool fans, from the press. They can go and kiss his ass now, because that, honestly, I'd be proud if a striker scored a goal that good.
Yeah, it was a ridiculous header, wasn't it? It was. I loved his what is it? He was complimenting Trent. He was no selfishness from him. He just said it was the quality ball, like he knew he was going to score it anyway, mate.
I mean, as you all know, personally, I'm having a bit of a bad time at the moment, but that has just eased so much pressure from me personally. It's eased pressure from the team. I think that although we smashed Man United, which was fantastic, by the way, let's not get out. We played much better against Man United. We didn't play that well today. Let's be honest. We didn't play that well today. We got away with a bit of luck, but it's about time we had some luck, because the luck's been against us all season. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Honestly, in my life, I have never, ever, ever, ever shouted and screamed for a goal as much as that one. Even the Origi one against Spurs, nothing compares to this goal at the moment.
Yeah.
This goal.
It's like the stars aligned, wasn't it? Obviously, we'll talk about the decisions, and I think, obviously, as you mentioned there, Mickey, I think every Liverpool fan, you don't have to be with tinted glasses. I think a lot of decisions went in the direction of Liverpool. It was written in the stars, as everyone said, and you mentioned, Mickey. Spectre, get your comments in as well read, so we'll be reading out every single one of them. Let me know your thoughts on the game, thoughts on the emotion of that goal, and really what it means to Liverpool going forward in the bigger picture. I think we're speaking to Connors before we come on live. Ali, he done so well to help us win the Champions League against Napoli. Moments in football can be very, very pivotal, and obviously this goal and this save, well, the saves in which he made in the game as well. Not used to saying that save, but that goal, the goal in which he scored today. Spectre, big Ali with a header. Jan Oblak couldn't be able to do that. Tell you what, mate. Oh, absolutely amazing stuff. It was remarkable. It was everyone, let me know your thoughts on it at home. It was the delivery, but the sheer ability to direct the ball. I know he's a goalkeeper, but he's not used to doing that. But the ability to get in the box, and it's ridiculous. I can't even find the words to describe what I've just witnessed. That's why I brought Mickey in and Hughes to get the comment section below to get your dictionary out. What a way to win a match. Final kick of the game, and our goalkeeper embarrasses the likes of Mane, showing him how to finish his dinner. And I celebrated by running around the house. I was ready to rant. Never mind. I tell you, that's the beauty of football, isn't it, Chris, mate? And I think, obviously, we all love Mane. Yes, it was frustrating today, but I think the camaraderie of all those players, they're all like brothers to one another. The Jurgen Klopp is the big father figurehead of this football club, and it's there's nothing more than I'd love to see a whole packed Anfield just sing Sadio Mane's name for a good 40 minutes. Because I tell you, that would get him back up and running. It means so much to him, but we can't in a minute because we're all sat at home around the world. But obviously we can just give him as much support as we want. And Ali, yeah, spot on there, Chris. I got it, Helen. I'm still alive, lads. I expect it. I'm surprised. Hopefully, it wasn't a couple. I reckon there might have been a couple of accidents after that.
I need to check my pulse as well. Yeah. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Everyone's booked in for heart surgery on Monday. Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, spot on. Super Ali, spot on. Lugello, I scared my 6-year-old daughter with my screams. I have a cat, mate, and Tilly, cat Tilly, just belted it across the room. But yeah, thank you very much, mate. I think you're new round here, but I appreciate you tuning in. If you are new round here, Reds, make sure you do hit that subscribe button as well. And I really do appreciate all the support as well. Every single one of you, as always. Make sure you get to your comments before we go talking about a bit more in depth for the plays of the game. Get in the Redmen game and get in that. What a result and what a header. Ali telling forwards that how you put the ball in the back of the net. Now, mate, I tell you, if he done that back to back against Burnley, I tell you, I think we all need an extra person. He offers that ability up front to you with that height. Something that Liverpool lack up front. It's a weird time. I will now forgive him for all the edits he made throughout the season, thinking he was an outfield player instead of a goal. Helen, that it comes with Edison and Ali. Helen, and you watch Liverpool. It happens when you play the amount of attacking football, the ability of the defenders as well as not as it's. When Liverpool play the way in which the football we don't just get the ball and hoof it up the pitch, do we? It's all starting from the back, and Harley saved us so much. That's what you get. I was going to say, as well as he saves, his leadership qualities, not just the way in which he presents himself on the pitch as well, Helen. But yeah, that'll give him a big boost, and it'll give the lads a big boost. Come on, lads, get in, Ali. Fucking Becker, lads. Get in, Ginny, lads. Get in. Well said, Mickey. That goal meant everything to the people who have lost loved ones in terrible 12 months. And obviously, you never walk alone. Spot on there, Spectre. I feel exactly the same as Mickey. Beautiful words. Spot on there, mate. as always. My voice is gone. I think all of us. I think we might have took our tops off and got tops off after that.
I ain't got a 6-pack anymore. I ain't getting mine off.
Yeah. Big up Alisson Becker as well. It's John Achterberg. Yeah, sorry, Mitchell. It was spot on. I think Mickey was watching the interview there before we come on. I think Ali was talking about Achterberg was actually telling him go up. He got the wave to obviously goalkeeping coach. Probably Klopp will have told Achterberg, yeah, you can allow Ali to go forward. But it's similar. Was it Schmeichel years ago or Oliver Kahn that used to get the goals when he used to get into the box? I know Schmeichel got a couple of goals in his career, didn't he? It was for United.
Yeah.
He has scored for United. I think he scored more for Villa.
Or for Villa, yeah. Yeah, in his career. It's something that you used to see a lot more. Obviously, you don't see it now. And I think the commentary team of Jamie Redknapp going, we'll take the points. No, we won't. One of the greatest moments.
He was the first goalkeeper in Liverpool's history that played in goal to score a goal.
That's a good fact there, really.
Don't you think that's an amazing fact?
That's an amazing. He'll go down, obviously, in Anfield folklore in himself, mate. But yeah, that's another stat that we can run for the quizzes in about 50, 60 years' time. Remember that. I don't think my nerves can handle our last few games. I tell you, Shay, does not get any easier playing Burnley, does it, mate? There's no ring of fire more than playing West Brom and then Burnley back to back. The two dinosaurs of English football playing their horrible, boring football. And the Reds, and obviously Crystal Palace, they won 3-2 today. So spot on there, boys. Hey, Jack, I've won Dijon. Get in, lads. Get in. Make sure you get through all your comments as well. Really do appreciate all yours. And then we'll talk about, obviously, the decisions that went in Liverpool's favour. We're not going to gloss over them. We will address them as well. The goalkeepers across the landscape will be celebrating that one for Ali, Ballon d'Or goal of the year. I tell you, I hope he beats Lewandowski just for that goal, mate. Spot on, Jack, man. Just needs a bit of love. I think we all love Mane, and it's the fact of not having fans in the ground. I tell you, if Mane had a packed Anfield, roaring them on, like in any job, if you get a bit of compliments or praise off people in and around you, your work colleagues or customers, and that, it really boosts your day-to-day going about your job as well. Nearly ran naked after that one. I tell you, Spectre, that's what I was letting on before, but I don't want to say about you, but yeah, more or less, mate. I think there might be a couple of calls of police from your next door neighbours there, mate. But amazing, what a moment. Is your face fat in your face, fat Sam? I tell you, he'll be drowning his sorrow in his curry tonight, won't he, everyone? What a win, Jack. Absolutely loving it. Ali is the king. It's a tough couple of games coming up, but they know they can do it. The final one, fans are back for Burnley game and Crystal Palace game as well. Massive incentive. Really do appreciate all your support as well, everyone. Obviously, we discussed the goal. Mickey, I've got to talk about Trent, because for me, if it wasn't for Ali's goal, Thiago was phenomenal, ridiculous stats speak for themselves. Thiago controlled the whole ebb and flow with the game, really. Everything about his game, him and Trent really stood out for me. Mickey, would you agree with that, or anyone else?
The last couple of games, Thiago has become the player that we brought. I think he came in a rough time when he come in with coronavirus, didn't he? Then he was out. Then he was injured when it was that disgusting game against Everton when they destroyed our season, basically. So by fouling everyone, it's just he was been. That's the kind of thing we're going to see in the future, and I'm now so more confident that Thiago is going to be our main man going forward. I'm loving it, and Trent for me is the best right back I've ever seen in my life, and I've been around a long time, and I've seen some good right backs.
It was his leadership qualities I've noticed, Mickey. I know I haven't spoken to you in a couple of weeks, but his leadership qualities, he's really putting himself on the line.
honestly, mate, he's the scout's blood in the team. We need that in the team. We need a few more in there, hopefully, get in the future. We've got a couple coming through. Jones looks like he's going to make it now, and a few others. But honestly, the thing is with England, if he doesn't get in the England team, right, the squad, then there's something wrong with England. There's something wrong with England because he'd walk into any other world side. Yeah. Any other world side. He's the best right back in the world. There's no doubt in it. And I don't care. People can go on about Aaron Van Bissaka, all the others. He's clearly...
He's on another planet, isn't he?
Yeah. And he defended well today. He stopped a couple of guys. So, listen, we know that he ain't the greatest defender, but we know that will be coached into him over the next 3 or 4 years. We forget how young he is.
He's only 22, and he's been to 2 European finals, and it's crazy, mate, isn't it? And obviously we've Salah, I think, played very well today, Reds, as well. He's been ridiculous this season. I think if it wasn't for him, that goal, Connor, that yes, we will discuss that. It wasn't a free kick, and I don't even understand why the referee give it. I think we're not going to be biased and sit here and go, I didn't understand why the free kick was given, but that's that bit of something from the stars, someone upstairs was looking down on us today, and a bit of luck sometimes in football. Football's as much as you can batter teams and you can knock on the door for a whole 90 minutes. In football and in life, you just need that bit of luck. And Liverpool got that tonight, mate. Well, people would say a big slice of luck, but every team gets it throughout the season. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, it's not just Liverpool, mate, but...
Well, yeah, look at our luck, against Brighton earlier in the season, the way we got disallowed goals, and then they had their penalty and things like that. Loads has happened to Liverpool this year, and it's about time Liverpool actually got a bit of luck. Realistically, it should have been a drop ball, but the free kick was given because, of course, Mike Dean interfered with play. And again, like you said, you need that type of luck, with, West Brom's disallowed goal as well. Some would say that, it shouldn't have been a goal. Some people will say that it should have been a goal. I think it was very harsh on West Brom. That's not hide on that. It was very, very harsh, but I'll take it, and that's how the season's gone. And to go back on a little bit what Mickey said about Trent defensively, I think Trent's been fantastic defensively the last 6 months. I think he's gone very, very underrated defensively this season, and everyone looks towards his attacking ability. And yes, his attacking ability has been tremendous over the last 2-3 years. But it's like you said, Jack, he's 22 years old. He's going to learn. He's not going to be in his prime for another 3 or 4 years. And that's what we have to look forward to. And if he's already this good, imagine what he's going to be like in those 3 and 4 years where he is, attackingly a lot better, defensively a lot better. And like Mickey said, if he's not in the England squad, then it's no fault of Trent because he's doing what he's doing. And
it's an agenda, mate, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
It's something deep rooted within the organisation of the FA.
Well, it's that thing, isn't it, where they keep on picking Kieran Trippier, and Trippier is not even eligible for Atletico. But to go away from that, Thiago again,
ridiculous,
fantastic in the midfield. And like Mickey said, that's the player we bought. That is the player that we bought to dominate the midfield in low block sides, and he just ran the park. And for me, I think he's a must against Burnley, because Burnley will be the exact same challenge. Probably even a bit harder than West Brom.
I think it'll be even worse, mate.
Yeah, it will be a bit worse. But I think the one good luck and hope we've got is the fact that Nick Pope looks to be out for Burnley. So, look, like I said earlier, Champions League, it looks on. Could it happen?
Just got to take one game at a time, and I think...
All eyes on Tuesday night, Leicester versus Chelsea. So all eyes on that game. The draw would be the perfect result for us.
Yeah, spot on. And I tell you, spot on there, boys. We'll get to all your comments as well. Keep on getting your comments in as we go throughout tonight, Reds. And if you are new round here, we do go live pre-match, post-match, and obviously Connor and Mickey, Mickey's Planet LFC. Make sure you do head over there, subscribe. Connor, the Cop Council, will be doing his post-match in a little second after we finished here. I do appreciate taking time out, lads. Let's get to Tom's comment just there. Pause up before what did we just see, Jack? I can't talk after that. Lost my voice tonight. Need a drink, a pint of Big Sam's gravy to see that throat. Spot on there, Tom. Spot on, mate. What type of gravy do you reckon he's having, Tom?
Probably chicken gravy. Probably
Yeah.
chicken gravy tonight.
Oxo soup gravy or something. Lalu, we must acknowledge Salah's goal. Yeah, we've any much news, mate. Obviously, as Connor just said, the build up for the goal, but Ali, spot on. The ability, we've seen that. It was a similar goal early on in the season. I think they said on commentary, what goal was it? Where he just took it on in his stride. I thought he'd injured himself after. I was like, oh shit. I thought he'd pulled his hamstring or something, but lucky enough, thought he was sound.
Was it Leeds early on, like the first game of the season, where he just banged it?
Yeah, just the touch on the ball and just caresses it into the bottom left corner, didn't he? So yeah, the goal, both goals. We're talking about Thiago. To get to all your comments as well, the Anfield Lark. Trent seems to be becoming more influential. Spot on there, mate. It's
future captain.
Yeah,
future captain.
Yeah, it's as well as his ability. That's why I mentioned it, Mickey, and everyone at home. You just watch now. He's learned so much over the years, and he is the influences as Anfield Lark and everyone's mentioned tonight, and obviously throughout the season, the ability on the ball. And I've talked about him possibly going back into midfield, but I don't think we need to. He doesn't need to just stay right back, does he? I think obviously he's creating so much from a deep line position, like the amount of balls he done today, where he was just slicing the team open. Man United, they absolutely tore them to bits. It's the modern day fullback, and as Mickey said, there's no other right back on the planet that can compare to his ability on the ball going forward as well, and his overall package. Alisson, you beautiful man. Yeah, the 1892 Reds podcast. Make sure you head over, subscribe to those lads as well. Get in, lads. Right, and go on sec.
Have you noticed Alisson's gotten better since he regrew his beard?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, another superstition though.
Yeah, I don't know.
He can never shave it off again.
Yeah, he's a wonderful human being, as Brenda would say. And fair play to Rodgers winning his trophy. Yes, they made up for him. I know it didn't work out at Liverpool for obvious reasons, but it's great to see him successing, because that's one thing I've pointed out at Rodgers over the last couple of years. He needs trophies to really establish himself as a big manager within the European game, but he's going to things about the right way, and it was made up for all the Leicester fans anyway. You know, our good mate Boyer, and obviously all the Leicester fans out there fully deserved it. Very first time they've won the FA Cup. A football club that is run the right way, and it was beautiful to see. Obviously the owner, and obviously he lost his father 2 years ago, so everything about Leicester, they're a very well run football club. Great for them. Thiago has also adapted English game and has arrived. Yeah, very much so, mate. And I think we'll see the best of Thiago next season. I think we've been shown glimpses this season, as Mickey said, but I think the deeper Liverpool have a full pre-season under his belt, I think we'll really see the best of him in the English football. Gareth Southgate has just outed himself as the absolute mourner. I don't care about England's national team, but what is he playing at? He is a championship manager. Couldn't agree anymore there, mate. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. I do appreciate it. Thiago is my man of the match. Spot on there, Tom. Thiago is different gravy, right, Fats? Stop it, boys. Just in case Big Sam clocks onto this video, he'll come and get me. How dare that idiot Southgate drop the best right back in the world, Lalu? Sour baggy sauce. Good vibes. Spot on there, so I think Curtis, Mitchell's mentioned Curtis here. Curtis Jones will get the armband before Trent, but I'd like both of them. Curtis has that spite It'd be interesting. I think obviously Jürgen and the management staff will see a lot more. I think Trent, you never know. I think he'd love to manage Liverpool, captain Liverpool, but he could be a player that really wants to lead by example. Obviously Carragher was the shouter within the team, and obviously Gerrard led by example. I think the more leaders you have in your team, the lot more successful you will be as a football club. What did you think at the 90th minute before Ali scored? Oh, Dejan, everything. I can't repeat it because I haven't got a beep button. But yeah, I was going through the ringer. I was absolutely going, every emotion. I was like, oh, it's all. But, you know, as Liverpool fans, you always believe, don't you, lads? And everyone know, you'd always believe. These lads have done us so proud. Not at the best season, but it's been a crazy year for everyone. And circumstances, and hopefully, obviously, Crystal Palace, we will have fans back in the stadium. Not a lot of them, but I tell you, that would be a big boost for the players. Thoughts on the slow start, lads? Yeah, it's spot on there, mate. I'll ask you, Connor, there, mate.
Every game at the moment, we're starting slow, and then as we get into the game, we get better.
Yeah, I think that coincides with the opposition that you do play, Connor, as well, innit? Obviously, Burnley and West Brom, they're not going to open up against you, are they? If we could play against Man United, they've got the ability to come at you. Yes, they play defensive, pragmatic football, but it's the opposition, isn't it?
I think Liverpool just like starting slow. It's been like that all season long. And for some reason, with Liverpool this year, it takes us about 20 minutes to get in our flow. And then if we don't get into the flow in 20 minutes, then you can tell the type of game that we're going to go through. So it's just been one of those things. And I think that's due to people in and out of the team. And there's no rhythm with one another. But, you know, hopefully next season that's, you know, sorted out. But like as far as this season, you know, I don't mind if Liverpool start slow as long as we get 3 points at the end. I do not give a crap.
Yeah, it as Connor's hit the nail on the head there, everyone. I think it will coincide next season. We will have a lot more fresher players. We'll have a whole pre-season. The lads can get all the nutrition that they want, and obviously the proper training. Obviously the Euros and the World Cup back to back won't help, but I think full pre-season, Thiago getting a full pre-season, Jota getting a proper full pre-season anyway for Liverpool, and the recruitments. Liverpool, there'll be a lot of surgery within this squad. I think that's safe to say. But Curtis Jones, very well. Didn't have the best game, but I've been shouting for Curtis to come back into the starting 11. Mickey, what do you think? Just a quick thoughts on him. I was made up to see him, and it was good that Jürgen trusted him in a massive game like this. I think it would have been so easy, like we've seen over the last couple of weeks, to see Ginny stay in the starting 11. But Klopp shown him a lot of faith, and I think he had a decent game, not an amazing, but I think Thiago helped him a lot within that game. What are your thoughts on Curtis there, mate?
I didn't think he played too bad. I thought he held the ball very well. He gave a few stray passes away, but once he got into it, listen, he's the future of Liverpool. Gini Wijnaldum is now the past. In 2 games' time, Gini Wijnaldum is the past. He's no longer a Liverpool player. Yeah, listen. There's people are holding hopes he's going to sign a contract. If he was, he would have done it already. Right? The silence from Liverpool says it all on it. There's no optimism there. Apparently he's got a choice of a couple of clubs. It's up to him if he wants to go. We just need to move on. And is Curtis Jones the man to replace him? I don't know. I've got a feeling Liverpool may go into the transfer market to replace him because they're 2 different types of player. Jones is more of an attacking flair player, a bit of a luxury player, if you know what I mean. Whereas Wijnaldum's more of a solid player, if you know what I mean, holding the ball, passing it on to the other players to do all the stuff, and then he comes in with the odd goal at home, not away. Right? Yeah, we've got to say that.
Spot on there, lad.
I just think to me now, we know Wijnaldum's going to be there. I wouldn't start him.
Yeah,
I would start him now.
Yeah,
it's time to look forward, not back.
Yeah, I think that's Big Sam in the background crying there. To be fair, to be fair to Southgate, Trent has improved since he's dropped, and it's up for him. He wants to do that as England manager. Although, obviously, you won't give a poop about England. Yeah, spot on there. The less we talk about England, the better. The realist, good to see Mo and Salah and Mo touch hands after the goal. Yeah, obviously, I think analysing that goal, Mane done a lot in terms of closing that ball down, regardless of the surrounding the stuff. But he done very well, Mo. Mane to slow down, close the ball down, and obviously he set up Salah for that goal, didn't he? But yeah, don't believe all the. I think you're new around here, mate. I appreciate you tuning in. Absolute legends. Yeah, don't believe too much of the media. I think that they love to create headlines, really, and just try and create nonsense stories, mate. I really don't understand why we compete. Don't understand why we compete. In terms of what's that, Helen? Let me know in the comment section below. Bartley offside saved us today. Yeah, it very much did. In terms of that,
I honestly think that he was right in front of Alisson, so rightfully it was disallowed. If it had been to the left or to the right,
yeah,
then it would have been a goal. The fact he was directly in front of him and blocking him. I've seen loads of goals disallowed for that kind of thing.
I think so. Yeah,
and they've been pretty consistent. For once, I'm praising refs and VAR. They have been consistent.
Yeah, spot on there. Sorry, everyone's distracted with me. Little niece come in the room. Yeah, Diev are 1-0 down. You love to see it. I'll tell you, it's going to be one good day today. We can still sleep easy tonight. Who are you even against?
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United. Oh, and they're getting relegated. Yeah, so imagine getting beat by a relegated side. Never does that. But yeah, spot on there, Tom. Helen, in the Euros World Cup, our only win was in '66 for the World Cup. Yeah, obviously West Ham won the 1966 World Cup, as all the fans would let you know that. But yeah, we talked about. Before we do shoot off, everyone, I appreciate it. If you got more comments, get them in the comment section below. It's the two centre backs yet again. Mate, I'll ask you, Mickey. Really impressed me again against West Brom. There was one moment impressed me really was Reece when he had literally 2-on-1 at the back post at the back end the last 10 minutes of that, and he just done enough to really get in the position to put the defenders off. Those two, whatever happens, I think I spoke to you recently, Mickey, on the YouTube front. But what's your thoughts on those two over the last couple of weeks, and obviously today? Sorry.
You know, they've done a good job. They're not the same class as the ones we got injured, and that's where Liverpool fans have got to get in their head. You can't compare them to Van Dijk. It's like comparing an apple to an orange. Do you know what I mean? They're completely different. You can't eat the peel. It's just they're never going to be that good, but they've done a solid job. Nat Phillips, to me, deserves a run in the team with Van Dijk when he's back fully fit, in my opinion. The both of them done well, but it is the drop in class at the back is the reason why we've struggled this year.
Yeah.
And I think we made a few mistakes. We've been playing midfielders in there in a lot of games, and we knew what the problem was in November, and it took us the whole of January to try and sort it out. And I think the club need to, in the background, not Klopp and whatever, the club in the background needs to look at that and think, if that happens this year and we need to buy somebody in January, do it on the 1st of January. Not on the 31st.
Yeah, I think Liverpool, if we do get top four, lads, don't we? It's been a massive let-off, considering the teams in and around us. If we do our job and we allow ourselves, and I think Jürgen himself, we all see him in January, like us, what are we doing? He literally publicly out with FSG before even the Super League stuff happened. He was like, I want centre-backs, but the people in charge aren't really getting them, to say. Reece Williams, I'll be intrigued, and I'm excited to see his future development as a footballer going forward. I'm hoping if obviously a promotion side does want to dabble with Liverpool, if they want to get a Harvey Elliott or a Reece Williams, I think that's two good players that can really complement the teams that are coming up. And I'd love Norton Morton to see Reece get. He's played well. And for someone that young, him and Nat Phillips, yeah, Nat's 23, 24, really in terms of that. But I've been really impressed. That says a lot about them as a person, and obviously, as well as their footballing ability, superb. So we mentioned the right back, Robbo. Not the best game. I think he lost a lot of possession, really. Talked about Trent. Alisson, the GOAT, Ballon d'Or contender for that goal. The midfield, Thiago. Yeah, we discussed everyone, I think, today. From Bobby, captain, final thoughts on that, Connor, on the final player. He was leading Liverpool. Was that the first time he's led Liverpool as captain? There's been a couple of occasions, I think, possibly.
I think so. I think it was probably the first time that Bobby was captain for Liverpool. But it goes by thing, doesn't it? It's like Virgil's first, Hendo's first, sorry, then Milner, then Virgil van Dijk, and then Gini Wijnaldum, and then it goes, I think, to the nearest person. But I think there's also a rule as well. After the fourth person, it goes to the person with the most appearances for Liverpool. So I think Bobby is the next in line. So captain win. Happy days. Could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah,
I tell you, Bobby.
Right, Connor, I'll let you go. Mickey, thank you. Thank you very much, you two, for coming on. Ridiculous occasion. Thank you to every single one of you that has joined in the comment section below. Keep safe and well. Just quickly get to your last comments before we do shoot off. Never have to apologise, Helen sounds. It was probably me with me dyslexia not being able to read it properly. You probably typed it out right. It's probably me having a brain fart. Doesn't matter. Not gonna lie, Alisson interview had me in tears. Spot on there, Jenny. Bartley was at the line of the site being carried on the most set pieces. At the set pieces, even after he is done for it, one of the gravies. It's like some shithouse tactics, obviously. Yeah, spot on. Dave, get in, Dave. Just gonna shoot off now, Dave. But
love Dave.
Get in. Reds, have a lovely rest of your weekend. Try and get into work with a smile on your face. I think we will now. And we've got 2 more games. And as Mickey and Connor said at the top of the show, fingers crossed that can be a draw for Leicester and Chelsea. But yeah, Burnley now. Reds, make sure you do head over to Connor from the Cop Council. His links will be in the description. He's going live in a little second, so make sure you all jump on his video. And Mickey from Planet LFC, make sure you do drop over at Mickey's channel. He's just forming it. He's doing a lot behind the scenes, really, to get this channel up and running, mate. But thank you very much, lads. And Mickey's channel link will be in the description. Reds, have a lovely rest of your night. I think we will. We can sleep easy. Fat Sam just said, Jürgen is a lucky man. No, hopefully Jürgen gets some nice chippy after the game. Hi, Dave. You recovered low. Thanks for the show, lads. Get in, all you LFC legends. I'm on later as well, guys. Spot on there. Lads and ladies, have a lovely rest of your day, and we'll see you for our pre-match build-up of Liverpool versus Burnley this week. Should I, Reds?